Two hitmen hiding out.
In Bruges, on a job.
Equals complete mayhem.
2 weeks in a room like this. With you? No way. Back off, Shorty. You don't know karate.
I'm gonna go back to my room, see if I can escape.
Okay, on a count of 1, 2, 3, go.
Who says it?
Oh, you say it.
1, 2, 3, go!
In Bruges.
Taito are enjoying a bit of retro revamping at the moment, and their excellent Space Invaders Extreme shows they can do it damn well when they want to. So what of Arkanoid, which has just been redone for the DS? Well, I really wanted to like this one. It's another classic and addictive title which I remember well from the hours and hours and hours of my childhood that were devoted to it. But sadly, this remake just doesn't really bring very much to the party. The principle is the same. Use your paddle to bounce a ball against the coloured blocks in a round, collecting pickups to help you on your way. There are a decent number of rounds and levels, although no bosses, and 3 different game modes. There's Clear Game, where your objective is to clear 7 levels of 5 rounds each. Quest Mode, which sets you certain objectives within each of those rounds, such as hit X number of red blocks within the time limit. And a fun competitive mode, where you race against an opponent, either via Wi-Fi, single card download play, or against the CPU, to clear your round first. The main in-game innovation is in changing the live system for a force field at the bottom. When you miss, the ball stays in play, but the force field is weakened until it breaks and you die. Whether you like this or think it feels like unnecessary tampering will be down to personal taste. It does have the effect of keeping up the pace of the round, but isn't perhaps quite as nagging as when there's nothing between the ball and the void but you. Another change is a branching structure introduced to the Clear Game, so you don't always have to play the same levels over and over. The presentation is okay, but disappointing when compared to how slick Space Invaders Extreme looks. With Arkanoid, the graphics look a little dated and the music is fairly inconsequential, although there is good nostalgia value in that it keeps the original sound effects. The main problem, though, is that there are also presentation issues which seriously affect gameplay, such as the narrow field of play, which makes the whole thing feel very squashed and which has resulted in square rather than rectangular bricks, which can be harder to hit. The gap between the 2 screens is also a big problem, and there's no option to adjust it. The ball ends up being out of sight for quite a long time and makes it quite hard to calculate trajectory, something no less than crucial to the game. The controls aren't bad though, and you can choose between using the stylus or the buttons, which use D-pad for left and right, with the bumpers giving you a boost of speed. Each time you play, you unlock game points which you can spend on different visuals, such as backgrounds or blocks, or on things like sound effects. This is a neat idea, but sadly the game itself isn't compelling enough to really spur you on in collection mode. So in conclusion, if you like the original and can put up with the presentation issues, this is quite a nice little trip down memory lane, and an inexpensive one at that. However, I can't help but feel that this title will leave a few people disappointed, and that even the rose-tinted spectacles of nostalgia won't keep it in your carry case for that long. Sorry guys, 2 stars.